Thank you for being here with me once again in another episode of A Legacy of Love, Un Legado de Amor. And today I have someone very, very special. And she also has a story. We all have a story to share, to tell. Thank you for being here with me today. Um, Conitra?
Yes, thank you
Okay.
so much for having me on. Thank you.
Yes. Could you share a little bit about yourself, what you
Yes.
do? A little bit about, yeah, something that you would want us to know.
Okay. Well, hello everyone. My name is Conitra Cowans. I am a first-time published author. The book of I Didn't Know This Is My Worth. I'm also a boutique owner of Bougie Steps Boutique. So I am residing in Dallas, Texas. I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee. And I've been here in Dallas for over 10 years now. I have two beautiful daughters, one granddaughter, and I have two grandpups. So I am just coming on to share my story of how I came about writing my book and the challenges and struggles that I had. So I started out as a teenager, and was sexually abused by a family member, early teens. And from that, I went into a relationship and later on married into that relationship, which was abusive, dealing with domestic violence and narcissistic abuse, which I never knew about narcissistic abuse until after and while I was in it. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was something that was not supposed to be happening like that. Um,
Well, first of all, let me tell you one thing. I would have never thought that you had grandkids. You look so beautiful, which you are,
Thank
and
you.
very young. And
Thank you.
yes, I would have never imagined. And
Thank
who
you.
would have imagined that you had gone through such difficult, horrible,
Mhm.
horrific, I think, experience, which I understand completely. Let's be real. Who
Mhm.
hasn't experienced something related to being mistreated
Mhm.
or not, treated fairly? And it always goes by stages, right? Did you ever
Yes.
see red flags? Did you ever notice something that now you could go back and say, huh, that makes sense now. Huh, I never saw that before.
Yes, I did. In the beginning of the relationship, I saw the jealousy, I saw the controlling, and even when um my parents met him, my mom made a suggestion and a comment saying that, oh, you really look like you hurt women or you abuse women, and his answer was no, no, I don't. And my mom, so that, and I, of course, I did not listen to my mom. So, because parents always know, especially mothers. Mothers have that sense that something isn't right. And so, of course, I went into the relationship still um, dealing with the abuse. We had one child together. I had another child from a previous relationship, which is my oldest. But I just went through that relationship thinking that, oh, it's okay. He's going to be changing. And it's going to be different. And it got worse. It got worse and pulling me away from my family when we actually moved here to Dallas. I believe that was the whole idea, to get me away from my family, get me away from my close friends, to get me to a city and state that I didn't know anything about. But God had me because I met people that were my family and they were supportive of me when I got out of that relationship.
Most definitely. And if you go
Yes.
back and see those red flags, I would assume, for example, I'm going to bring this because I have a lot of points here on red flags.
Hmm.
Isolation. Does that ring a bell? Isolation, not allowing you to be close to your loved ones or to people, to friends that will help you, that will stand up for you, that will allow you to see the true colors of what really is happening, putting you down, telling you that
Yes.
you're not worthy of, or that something
Yes.
in you needs to change in order
Hmm.
for them to continue with you. A conditional
Hmm.
relationship, a conditional love, um,
Yes.
trying to question if you're the one that maybe has a problem
Mm-hmm.
in front of other people, doing these things that would try to trigger you at times. And at
Mm-hmm.
other times they would push away and try to blame it on you. You see, you're losing your mind. You see, there's something wrong with you. You are the one that's causing me to behave this way. It's your
Mm-hmm.
fault.
Yes.
And there's so many other ones.
Yes.
Trying to question, well, maybe because you're getting older, have you seen yourself at your age? Who's going to want to date
Mm-hmm.
you? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
what about your weight? Uh, have you seen your looks? You're looking older, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
These are a lot of the things that they do to for you could so that way you stay wired in the
Mm-hmm.
relationship, you stay hooked to them, even
Mm-hmm.
though you know that you're losing yourself. You're losing your
Yes.
worth. You're losing your essence. And
Mm-hmm.
with that said, there's so many other red signs that this, as I'm sharing, could actually allow you to remember other ones. Do you
Mm-hmm.
recall any other ones?
Yes, all of the ones that you named or everything that happened, even from the hairstyles, from, oh, you don't look nice in that, or oh, you just something is wrong, or everything like, oh, you even from me. And I just going to the store. Oh, or are you going to meet someone? Or, and it was everything. Even it got to the point to where I just started getting into my own shell. Like I wouldn't say anything. I would just come home from work, cook for the kids, and just go into a room and just go to sleep. So it was I was getting depressed and going into a depression and just not happy.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's so many different stages that you go through, and you see you losing yourself from when you started out in a relationship. You're not that same person.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. And they start making you doubt on even your cooking. I remember those times. I also went through something very similar.
Mhm.
The food is not good. And if you know a little bit about Hispanic culture and Hispanic food, normally it takes us like 2, 3 hours to come up with our meals because it's a lot of work and it has a lot
Mhm.
of stages. So by
Mhm.
the time you're done, you're tired and you have
Mhm.
things to do, clean house and all. And they would
Mhm.
question me, this food is not good. It's missing salt. You don't know how to cook. Food being tossed, literally being tossed, pizzas being tossed as I'm finally
Yeah.
sitting down and taking a break. And I
Mhm.
get to see the pizza come from the top bottom and just flat laying on the bed or flat laying on the living room or a dining room table, you name it. So
Yeah.
you know that there's something wrong or hitting walls, trying to control you or to intimidate you,
Mhm.
hitting things, becoming very physical. Did that
Yes.
ring a bell too?
Yes, it does. It's so many things that like triggers it. And I had to, once I separated, I had to find myself. I had to go back in and find my self-worth because my self-worth was gone. I had to go back in because I was for so many years dealing with this. I was dealing with this and no one ever knew. So I never talked to anyone, just friends that knew me knew something was different about me. Just knew like, oh, even, close friends that I work with. Oh, well, you look, what is wrong? What's going on? You look like something is going on with you. And my answer would be, oh, just tired. I'm just tired, but I know what's going on. I'm praying every day, oh God, I need you to help me. Whatever you can help me with or help me see, even if I don't want to see it, uncover it for me so I can see and I can move on. Let me know that this is not for me. And that came about with my best friend coming to me, telling me something that happened. And that was my breaking point. That was my point to say, you know what? I I just have to go. I have to go.
Most definitely. And
Hmm.
one of the things is that they try to keep you isolated, but at the same time, they don't want you to talk. They don't want you, they want all that to stay encapsulated. as a
Hmm.
secret. Because if
Yes.
other people know, then you're going to have that support system. People will want to find a way to help you, to
Hmm.
come out of that, to set you free from that. Now, I know that there's women listening to this right now, and they will be touched and they will be saying, "Oh, wow, that's actually what I'm dealing with right now." Oh, ladies, you know, but
Yeah.
tell me, how was it that you got out of that? Lady, could you please tell me, or, either you or me,
Yes.
how did you get out of that? What would you tell them? How to get out of that? When was it that you had that breaking point? Or because there's people that die. There's women that
Yes.
don't make it. And I know that
Yes.
33% back in the day, right now, I know statistically it's gone way up.
Hmm.
Women have died in the process trying to just live as it's not really living, actually. It's just passing life, but you're not really living.
No.
You've lost yourself, your identity. What
Hmm.
would, how was the breaking point? Um, what would you tell them?
I would tell them just if you have any close friends or any, even your pastor or a therapist, just go to that person and talk to them and let them know what's going on because people see the outside. And that's what people were seeing with me. It was all about appearance. Oh, the cars and the house, but no one actually knew what actually was going on inside the home. So just when I prayed about it, that it came to me and it was in my lap, like, okay, God said, He put this here for me. So what are you going to do now that you have that? And I just, with faith, I went and asked a good friend, she's like a sister to me, that we moved to the place from my home. I talked to her and she let me come and stay with her. And everything that I had, I left there and I took the basics, the necessities. And it was me and my daughter. So I left and we went and stayed with my friend until I could get on my feet. I was able to get a divorce through North Texas law, which helped me. They helped with the paperwork. The only thing I had to do was go to the court, set up the dates with the judge, and I was able to get a divorce with no cost.
Wow, and a lot of women don't know
Yes.
that. A lot of women don't know that there's so much help out there. And they think,
Yes.
I have to stay here, I have to settle for this. There's nothing
Hmm.
better out there because that's what they actually tell you. But they
Hmm.
help you with the divorce papers and getting it done and paid for. They even help you with
Yes.
shelter if you need a place where to stay. They
Yes.
help you with
Shelter.
food.
Yes.
They help you for your children. They, even gifts for Christmas, for Thanksgiving
Yes.
and
Yes.
during the year, clothing at times for kids as well. There's so much help out there,
It really
and you just
is.
need to start looking for that help.
Hmm.
I literally started Googling, where can I get help? I'm going through this and this. And
Hmm.
you start getting all this information online, on your
Yes.
phone.
Hmm.
It's just a matter of finding help and recognizing, first of all, that you have a problem. And
Hmm.
when you recognize you have a problem, you have a way to find help. God will
Yes.
find ways for
Yes.
you to receive that information. What would be your last message to these women? What would you tell them? How would you empower them?
Yes. I was ashamed. So I know it's a lot of women or victims that are ashamed to even say, oh, I am being abused. It is so many people that you don't even know that when I came out with this story, it was close friends to me that stated that they went through the same thing. And you never know the person that you're standing next to or even working with could be going through that. So don't be ashamed. Just talk about it. Talk, talk, talk. Because when you're in that situation and you get home, you don't have anyone to talk to. So just get it out, just try to talk to someone and just don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed because that you never know what the next step or how it's going to act in that situation, how it's going to play out.
That's right. And we're here to support each other as women.
Yes,
And even men
yes,
as well, because it also happens to men.
yes, it
We're here to
does.
support each other,
Hmm.
not to put people down. Instead, built them up, built their
Hmm.
self-esteem. And every day
Yes.
when you feel down and those memories come, or the enemy is coming and saying all those things and you want to
Hmm.
believe it,
Hmm.
don't call them out. Talk out
Yes.
and say, no, you're not welcome. I know where that's coming from. It's not from the
Hmm.
Lord. And you
Hmm.
replace it with a positive word. And you can go and put
Yes.
it on your mirror that's what I did. A mirror for every bad thought I had, a
Hmm.
positive. I'm loved. I'm worthy. I'm Jesus'
Yes.
daughter. I'm one of a kind, unique. I was created with a purpose. All these wonderful things.
Yes.
There's so much
Yes.
you could do for your
Yes.
life. So you could actually empower yourself and know you're not alone in this. You're not the only
Exactly.
one that has gone through this. This will bring
Yes.
a lot of peace of mind. There's a lot
Yes.
of women that are going through this, even
Hmm.
now. But God
Yes.
doesn't want you to stay there. God has something amazing. And with that
Mhm.
said, before we end, I know you wrote a book. How could people buy your book?
Yes, my book is on the platform Amazon. You can go on Amazon.com. It is on paperback and it is on Kindle. So, and the book is titled I Didn't Know This Is My Worth.
And your name?
Conitra Cowans.
Okay, so could you spell it out so people can
Mhm.
actually make sure that they're going to get your book because I want them to purchase your book.
Thank you. Yes, the spelling of the first name is Conitra, and Cowans is Cowans.
Awesome. This is great. And you will
Thank
be
you.
able to set other people also free because that's what we're here for, to help each other,
Yes.
to find ways to support each other. We're all one. And if we
Hmm.
try to open our hearts to the possibility that there is a higher power, and that
Yes.
higher power is the Lord, and that He loves us all. So, with that
Yes.
said, thank you for being here with me once again in this and many other episodes that are coming up of A
Thank
Legacy of
you.
Love. Thank you.
Thank you.